Are we there? Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Oh my God, long time no see. My head is gonna explode.
I know, it's been a minute.
Okay, first things first, everybody in the chat, let me know if you can hear us. Oh my God, long time no see. My head is gonna explode. Yes. Okay, first things first. Let us know if you can hear us.
Yeah, if
All right.
our voice is clear.
Sorry, there was like a double up. Okay, so my voice does sound clear. I just heard my voice on like the other YouTube server. All right. Okay, so today we are talking about the book Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. And it's about girls and they are reckless. And how is everybody, first of all? Because we haven't spoken since that local bitch missing book. Like
that was fun though.
That was like we literally spent half that live show defining what the word doula meant. I was like, what does one of those do?
I was watching that, but I wasn't part of that live stream, but I was watching. I was like, guys, a doula
Yes.
helps you.
Marina, your absence.
Thank you for the visualization, Marina.
That's why we missed you.
Thank you.
Marina, yes, your absence was so noticeable and you were sorely missed. I'm just going to notify the Discord chat that we're on. So I can just, we can just wait a bit. But in the meantime, let's say hi to some people. We have Monica. Hello, Monica.
Hi.
Hello. We have June, the usual suspects, my favorite people.
Hi, June.
And we have Danielle. Hello.
Hi.
So happy to see you. All right. So this
Hey, no, but seriously.
Wait, where is Marina? She's disappeared again.
Local woman missing.
Here. Local woman missing.
I'm the local woman missing. Hello.
Been found.
Spoiler alert, Marina is the local woman missing. Okay. Oh my gosh.
I just had to open the door and get my drink.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Okay, wait, I think I see more people. We have hi Julie. Hello.
Hi.
Julie. How are you? Okay, so today we are discussing the book No, we discussed that book already. We're discussing the book Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins, the book with the vagina on the cover, the yellow one. And in the past, she has written The Wife Upstairs, and I don't know, I assumed that book was a debut novel. She's probably written other things. But yeah, so let's give a little summary of what the book was. We're gonna play a game. I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna say like one sentence, and then we're gonna go to the side, and you're gonna say the next sentence, and we're gonna give a synopsis of the book. Okay? Who's ready?
Oh my
God.
This is such a new thing.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna start. So this book is about a woman named Lux, and she is working in a hotel to earn money because her boyfriend Nico broke his boat. Marina.
Okay. So wait 1 sec. I have Código.
The cheat sheet.
Yes, the cheat sheet. So she has a boyfriend named Nico, charming, rich, but then rebellious, that kind of guy. So, and then he eventually meets up with some college friends. Their names are Eliza and Brittany, right? And no, sorry, Ama.
What? Is that what happens?
Ama and Brittany. Sorry. He meets up with some friends, Ama and Brittany, who will pay them 50 grand to sail them out into the Pacific. Right?
Yes. Ava, but then what happens?
Okay, so they try to sail to the Pacific, and then they go there. Suddenly, all the shit happens. We'll probably talk about it later on.
Yes.
The journey was hell going there. Lux almost dies. I remember that so vividly. Okay, no, I'll spoil later, but then she almost dies on the trip going there. But then she felt like it was worth it once coming to the island. Okay, now Luce.
Okay, so once they reach the island, they meet these two people, Elizabeth and her boyfriend.
Eliza.
Name?
Eliza.
Eliza.
Oh, they're so forgettable. We keep screwing up their names. Anyway, she meets Eliza and like her boyfriend, and they start partying and drinking on the beach, and like it's a fun time, and stuff goes down. They cheating.
Stuff goes
sex,
down.
Stuff goes down. And then
And violence, and I don't know,
Violence.
violence and mayhem
and then more violence. And
ensues, and the island
And-
has this reputation of like making you go crazy. Okay, so that's a non-spoiler synopsis of the book. For everybody, I just figured we'd play around because I'm waiting for people to come in, but we have a good amount of people. So let me just say hi. Oh, by the way, everybody in the chat. So we're basically gonna divide this show into 6 segments. And after each segment, I will put your comments on the screen so we can have like a system here. And yeah, so hello, Alizia.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hello, Janeth. Hi, how are you doing?
Later.
I agree,
Yes,
Monica. I
so
missed
many
you. I
moments.
missed you so much. Yes,
I did.
Ladies and
bad.
gentlemen, let the roast begin.
All right.
No. Like
You
out of
should
all
have-
the
oh my god.
Hi, Cammy.
Hi.
It's oh my gosh. What are the Monica's
Is it
trolling. She's
not?
trolling. It's
Free
not.
Britney,
Okay.
but then
Wait. Okay, we've got Bethany. We've got
Is it
Brandy
Bethany?
over here. We've got,
Right? No.
It was
Are you-
Brittany. It's Brittany with the 2
pretty
T.
pretty sure.
Not the Britney we like. It's another kind of Britney. Okay, go.
It's Brittany with the 2 T's because I remember so well.
yeah.
Because
Okay.
all right.
All right.
No, Monica. No. You'd be surprised.
All right. So let's start with okay. So I came up with 6 questions, and they're all very intellectually stimulating. And I'm gonna ask the first one right now. So the first question is, ladies and gentlemen, after picking this book, do you still want to be friends with me?
Mhm.
Of course.
Our friendship is solid enough to bridge this train wreck.
I am so sorry. I didn't know how unfavorably people were gonna react to this because I thought I don't know. I didn't realize that this book was gonna be boring. I just thought it was gonna be funny.
Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry, Mickey. I will not murder you on a remote island. I
Thank you.
I mean, it's not the worst book I've read. It's not
Right?
the worst book
Yeah.
I've read in my life. So
It's
that's
just
something.
boring.
Can you
Right?
can
No,
you
it's
imagine?
super boring. But it's
really-
not the worst.
I mean,
I swear, can you imagine if we actually pushed through with finishing Nevernight and had to discuss that here, and I had to admit that I chose that book? Mm.
Oh my god.
that might have ruined our friendship.
No, it made it better because I got the shit on. So you know.
No, but that's
So
the
you
worst.
made me read that, the whole thing.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
we all DNF'd it except for Marina. She stuck that book
I
through till
powered
the end
through. I
for
powered
some
through.
reason.
Yeah. Well, it was sometimes when you encounter a book that you hate so much, you kind of want to finish it just so you can poop all over it.
Yes.
But I wanted to give it a fair shot because I was impressed with the world building, but not so much the
Yes.
Right.
Okay. So
Last 2
yeah.
books.
So Monica goes. Well, I'm not sure anymore.
Yes.
The last 2 books were awful. Just say
Last
it,
2
Monica.
books? There are books?
Yeah. No, she hated Local Woman Missing. Monica,
Alright.
just
Monica.
say
I thought there was
Monica?
a sequel.
Let me
Monica,
just
just say I shat the
Local
bed and
Missing.
go. Okay. Just kidding.
Local Missing Woman was more entertaining than this. I'm
Sure? I feel like that was true nostalgia at this point. It was so bad. I remember
No,
the
I mean, the stress of the plot got me through it. I powered through. This one, I was just
there was a bit more build up in like Local Woman Missing, but then like I think I remember you guys mentioning in the live stream, since I wasn't there, like you mentioned that I really didn't like. Yeah, I did it. You should have seen the message. I sent long message explaining why I didn't like it.
I know. I wish that you were in that live stream because, like, so far out of all the books we've read, like the only book that's gotten like a 1-star adjacent from all of us was Local Woman Missing from
Yeah.
Marina. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Monica goes. The book club started so well. Every last fear they never learn. The Unhoneymooners. Don't forget the Unhoneymooners. And then what
That was
happened?
fun. It was
Also, I'm super flattered that you actually remember every single book that was
Oh,
chosen.
thank you.
I know. Thank you, Monica.
Monica,
All
you're
right,
a real
so
one.
yes, okay. So the next question is, and everybody in the chat, feel free to answer because I'm going to be putting up all your stuff after the segment. What did you rate this book and why? I'm going to go last because I think I have the most divergent opinion out of all of us. So I'm going to be the one that needs the most convincing. So who would like to go? I forgot who. I think Ava went first last time. So since Marina for sure did not go first last time because she wasn't here. So I am volunteering her first, and I'm going to make her face.
Oh my god. Okay. So, okay. I liked Local Woman Missing a little better than it's okay.
Okay.
I like the last book just a bit better than this one. So I rated I rated this a 3.
There we go.
Or a 2. Oh wow. Hi
Gosh,
everyone.
Yes, Marina.
I rated this somewhere in between like a 2.5 to a 3. And the short answer is the plot felt like second to the characters, and the characters Lux was fine. Like Lux, I could actually like, I kind of liked her inner monologue a little better than the others, but I didn't really like the way the plot set up. It's like, oh, it had such a strong start and it dragged in the middle, and then by the end it was like, oh, there's supposed to be a story. And then the and then it caught up, and it was more about the big reveal rather than the little details that would have added to how big that reveal would have been. And but the reason why it still gets a 3 is because like the atmosphere was great. I really like the where they set it up. I felt claustrophobic when I was like reading about the island, because sometimes nature is really nice, but sometimes nature is really scary, right? So I really like the setting of the island, and it kind of let me down a little that you couldn't play that more into the plot. So that's why it got a 3 for me. Maybe I think more accurately it's probably a 2.8 or whatever. It's not 2.5, but it's not a 3 exactly. So yeah.
So if you round it up, it's like
It's
a
not yet 3. If you want to be accurate, it's like a 2.8 for me.
I love it.
I love
Let's
that.
go with the decimals.
Hi, did
Yeah.
you miss me?
Okay. Yeah. I think Ava went first, so Lucha's gonna go next, and then Ava, and then moi. So I'll let her you. Okay, go
Okay.
ahead, Luch.
Is it my turn? Okay, so
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the one who gave this the lowest score because my
I love
original, I hate fudge. I hated it. Because like my original score was like a 2.5, but like the more I think about it, it's like I'm giving it a 1.5.
The lower the score got, the lower you
Like
got.
it's just like the character. Honestly, I didn't even like Locks. Like I just found it so boring. Like all the characters were so flat, and as you Marina said, like it was more of like it was more about the big reveal at the end. But like it felt so flat because I didn't care. Like I didn't care about any of their situations. Like okay, so okay, yeah, you had like all these bad experiences, and okay, you finally caught the reason behind your bad experiences, but like I just didn't care. Like
Yeah.
And like it was so disappointing because like as Marine also mentioned, like it started off pretty strong. So like it had all these excerpts from like the shipwreck and like
Mm-hmm.
this whole cannibalism thing. So I was expecting this kind of like slow descent into
Mm-hmm.
madness. I was
Yeah.
excited for that. But then
Yeah.
as it kept going on, it was like the excerpts also got really annoying because it was just all about, oh, this island is creepy, this island is creepy. Like I don't care. Okay, the island's creepy, but why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like there was no cannibalism. There was like
Oh,
all they did
uh,
was drink and like have sex.
Eat.
And I'm like,
And
I don't
yeah.
care. I
Yeah,
don't care.
I would tend to agree with that because I was quite I didn't hate the book as much as you did. Actually, frankly, I didn't hate the book at all. Spoiler alert. But there were those sections like after every chapter that were like new, like those chat rooms and those like newspaper clippings that were hyping it up to be like the island had cannibalism, and we're just like giving us all these false expectations
Red
for what
herring.
ultimately
Yeah.
built up to a I don't know, Love Island where things go wrong in the last like 10 minutes, right?
And there were
It
like so many parts that just seemed like they were just inserted, like that.
yeah.
We are already allowed to mention like specific parts.
I don't know.
Honestly,
I don't know.
should we? I don't know. I think
And
everybody in
I'll
the
skip
chat
that
has
later.
read
I'll save
it.
it for later.
We'll save
Okay,
it for
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it was so underwhelming. Like
All right, Ava, go
everything.
ahead. Sorry, Lucha, are you through?
I'm done. Yeah. Sorry.
All right, okay, Ava, go ahead.
oh my gosh. So, in all fairness, I gave it a 3.
Okay.
Because it's super mid. It's
Yeah.
everything about it was so boring that I DNF. I had to ask Mickey to give me his notes so I could actually read it. And it was so much more exciting, in all fairness. Mickey's notes were so much better
That
than
says a lot.
the actual book. But then that's not
That's
the
true.
problem. Opposite to like Luce said, I actually really like the snippets. I love the newspaper clippings and all that because I felt like it added context. But I wish she used that a lot more instead of going with like the past.
Yeah.
I didn't like the one wherein they had flashbacks. I'm not
Mm.
going to spoil too much, but then they do have flashbacks, and I feel like it takes you out a bit, and it gives you the answer. So I feel like the author's main problem. I mean, personally for me, I have no idea with others, but then personally for me, I feel like she tells it more than she shows it. She tells that this person is an
Yes.
asshole. I don't understand why he has normal behavior that the other character also exhibits, and it's like,
Mm.
why is he an asshole and why isn't you can
That's a
like
good point.
right? You can have like gut feelings over people without like at the very least explaining like or something or showing
Yeah.
like something that's really off.
Yeah.
They
That
talk
was
a lot.
also that was also my issue with like the whole tragic backstory and why I didn't care. Because
Right?
like they were saying, like she just said that they had all these experiences that were really sad and everything, but like it didn't elaborate on the relationship between like the characters and like they say their families and stuff. So like
Mhm.
when the big reveal happened, it's like, okay, I just didn't feel their anger. Just okay, they're angry because of this, but like
Yeah.
But
there was no
where's the anger? Where's
elaboration.
the
Especially
spice?
especially Brittany, who I think had the most reason to
Bradley.
be Brandy to
We're
be
going to
upset.
butcher their names.
She had so much
Brittany,
reason.
Brandy, Bertha
Yeah.
from the wrong family. Bertha from this author had another book called this author had another book called The Wife Upstairs.
Yeah, I yeah.
And that was the very first book I ever drunk reviewed on my channel. And I made fun of it because it had a woman named Bertha, and I kept making fun of her. So I kept making fun of that name because like she was supposedly this like hot wife, but she had the
His
name of
name's
like a
Bertha.
grumpy, Amish pilgrim woman. I don't right. Um,
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is with this author, but she has so many characters whose name begin with the letter B that are just so like the most common B names for women, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
Except Bertha,
and
that's not a common name.
yeah,
Anyway,
just to add, sorry to
Yes.
what like Ava and Lucha said. Yeah, I didn't really relate to much of the character. Like Lux was okay, but then I feel like those clippings mentioned throughout the book. Personally, I did like them, but they just fell flat because they never played like a real purpose
Yeah.
in the plot. So yeah.
all right.
Okay,
Oh,
so what did you think about this?
Okay, so it's my turn. I gave the book 4 stars. Here's the thing: all
Huh?
these lovely people. Yeah. Here, hold on,
Huh?
hold your horses.
Look.
All these lovely people. Yes, all these lovely people in the chat had very interesting and insightful and valid points. But here's the thing: I I don't know. This is a book that had hot people put in unfortunate situations, and I just really love that. I also love books set in beaches. I also love the fact that I don't know. It's a spoiler.
Go ahead. This is your channel.
Okay.
Try to hide it at first,
Everybody-
and let's go with the spoilers now.
In my self-interest, we're gonna get into spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler territory.
Spoilers. Who sees the banner? All right. I'm
I
gonna
see.
straight up say it. This book got a 4-star for me because it's full of hot people and everyone dies. Yes.
One lives. We have to
Yes,
remember
but
one
like
lives.
the one that lived murdered all her attractive friends for doing her wrong, right?
No,
You had
no, but-
the asshole boyfriend. You had the 2 bitches who were being deceptive. You had Jake. Oh my gosh! Like, why did she kill him at the end?
Like,
Right?
I can make
Like,
the same argument for like Brittany and Eliza. Like, why did she kill them? Like, Eliza was feeding her and giving her drinks. Like, the only one who deserved to die was her boyfriend.
no. I feel like Emma was like, well, I'm not gonna say she
Emma
deserved to
also.
die, but I was not
I don't like
upset
her.
when. Well, okay. Here's the thing with Emma.
I wasn't
I'm gonna
upset
sound
when any
really
of them
sick.
did.
Yeah, her death was like a bit underwhelming because she just kind of like hard cut to her being dead. Like I was like, I want to see. No, you slept with her boyfriend, and even though the boyfriend probably initiated it and is an asshole, and you probably should have killed him too, I wanted to see her like choking the life out of her. You know, I wanted to see her like, you get in his pants, I get in your skull, bitch, machete to the head. I mean, you know, that would have just
I
been
would have
so
loved.
radical.
You know what would have been amazing? Just because you just said that, like,
Yes.
what would have been amazing? Because for me also, spoiler, when Lux kind of shot the last 2 girls dead, it kind of came out of nowhere for me a little.
It did.
I would have loved to see her like have those thoughts, maybe kind of get tempted a little bit over the course of the novel, and then maybe like cover up Ama's death. Like maybe she choked her and then cover it up, and then they asked, "Where'd she go?" I said, "Oh, I don't."
You know what? You know what would have made this a 5-star book? If
What?
like the ending reveal was that Lux deliberately lured them all to the island, because they all did something wrong to her, and she deliberately lured them all to this island and killed them all. You know, if
That
she or
would be
You
great.
know, wait,
That
wait,
would be
wait,
great.
there is a better book with that plot. It's called
Yeah.
They Never Learn.
Yeah.
what?
With that plot, we don't need to settle for this.
At what point did they go to an island and they never learned? Okay, I mean,
They
No,
could.
but the thing with I feel like when you were describing it, I kind of see why you rated like it so highly, because I feel like it fails as a book. But if they try to make this as a movie, I
Oh,
feel like with Samara Weaving, especially
yeah. Oh,
Ready or Not, Ready or Not, was it Ready or Not, the one where
Yes.
she
Yeah.
the mansion thing? Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
love it so much. I feel like if it was like that and Kill Bill, this would be such a good like
Yeah,
trashy
but like
movie.
there were the issue I had with this author was that she wasn't very economical with her characters. Like she could have used fewer characters or had given more characters more meat, you know?
Yeah.
So like if she had found ways to tie every character to Lux, or like for example, so you know how like I'm rewriting the book in my head. You know how the thing with Emma and Brittany was that Emma's drunken boyfriend killed the family of Brittany, if there was
Yeah.
like a thing where like somehow that boyfriend was connected to like the family of Brittany was like a long lost cousin of Lux, and she was like orchestrating this like whole revenge because they all had something to do with her, and then she killed them all, and then like I don't know, and then they made Brittany be the one to like sleep with Nico. That would have been like so interesting, but like I feel like the author didn't really set up. She didn't really tie the characters together like beyond the very flimsy. I have a question? How did they not know that Eliza was like Chloe the whole time? Like, why wasn't Emma like pissed when they saw her
Actually.
in the island?
That's also like a huge.
That's a plot hole I've seen in some reviews. Actually, they're just like, how did you like not know? Like, even if she changed the color of her hair, you kind of would have had a feeling.
Yeah, like
Right.
I mean, like the only explanation I can give this book is that she dyed her hair and it was set during the time of the Rona, so she wore a mask the whole time on the island.
It's so.
It's a huge.
Now that
It's
I
a
think
huge
about it.
plot hole.
But even if we ignore that plot hole, it still doesn't.
It's so bad.
Justify.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like the
So
only
very
reason I feel like the only reason I had so much fun with this book was because I missed the beach, and this book made me feel like I was at the beach, and people get killed.
That actually plays into what I think was the biggest strength of the book, which was the description of the island.
Oh,
So I think that Rachel Hawkins has something going when it comes to describing a place. I think the setup, like in film, this would be the mise en scene, but then in the book,
big
wow,
word.
remembering film. Anyway, but in the book, I think the setting of the book was so well done, and the
Yeah.
way that she built up the history. When I just read like that first part and I hadn't gotten to the meat of the book, um, I was thinking that it would have been about a bunch of strangers who have no connection to each other, coincidentally ending up on a remote island, and they just start to go like what Lucha said. They start to go mad by they start to descend into like this madness. They don't know what's real, and then it ends in getting the munchies for humans, and so
Yes.
that's what I was thinking. And I think that Rachel Hawkins should really consider maybe basing her next novel on like a specific place, not so much the characters, but what a place can hold for people and like their experiences. So that was a real waste for me. It was so
Yeah.
good. It had so much potential, and then it just ended up becoming another episode of Love Island or Lost, but with murder. So
All right. So I think we should wrap this segment up. I'm gonna put on the things in the chat for those of you who arrived. I'm gonna put your comments up on the screen after every segment. So I think this was the longest segment in the thing because like my next questions are gonna be pretty quick. Oh my gosh.
Are we sure? Are we sure? We have a lot
Are
of
we-
thoughts.
We
I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe
we-
question number 5 is gonna have you lingering. But as of now, let's put. All right, 2 stars. I was feeling generous.
Monica.
Paulina, hi. 4 point. Whoa, she really loved the book. I was entertained. I like the women.
This is-
and- yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I love the decimal points though. It's like,
I know.
it's not good enough for 5.
Physically. Go. Okay. Because
No, I love how
entertained.
Paulina, I love how the decimal point like gives the most accurate, like it's not 5, but it's not a 4.8 because something was holding me back. I feel like
Yeah.
actual math was put in to like this rating. Like I
Yeah.
feel like Paulina had like I feel like Paulina had like a full on rubric and was like
Right.
out like all of the
And respect to that. Okay, I work with numbers all day. My job works with numbers all day, so I can respect that.
Oh my gosh, Julie's so right though. Like,
Julie the Rose.
Nothing happened until that.
It's
Oh
true.
yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
okay, no lie. I feel like the epilogue had a stronger story than the entire book.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah,
like, that part, I found the epilogue so disjointed from the actual narrative. Like, she suddenly picks up where they left off, and I'm like, one, they didn't tell you how
Yeah.
it went down. So
Yeah. That's the thing that Every Last Fear got right. So explanation for everyone. Every Last Fear also has a similar.
Wait, girl, don't spoil the book.
No, I won't. I won't.
Okay.
say
As
that.
similar, yes, in general.
In
Alright.
general, they had a similar setup where they talk about the present and they talk about the past, alternately throughout the book.
Alright.
But it was neater there than in Reckless Girls. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, June, are you kidding me?
June.
Where was
Here,
this?
wait, here. I'll
I
give you like
I
recommendations
respect
of
their criteria.
books
I
with
really do.
drunkenness and sex. If you need that, I can give you that example. I can give you
June-
like better fanfic.
Wait. I mean, yes, but like, my light is
wait.
flickering behind me. There is like a ghost in this room.
Ooh.
I can just turn this
What's
light
his
off.
name?
Okay. His name is Bertha. Okay.
Felt
I
the-
feel like. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Ashley, what is with these 4.79s? I swear. Like, where?
It's
like-
supposed to be 4.69 because man,
I can't.
so bad. No,
Wait. What is with all these like
this is
oddly
such a
specific numbers on this chat, you guys? Like, what is
I think
it?
she was complimenting the score earlier.
Yeah, secretly we
love
have
it.
a Google sheet where we plot the numbers and then it just adds.
This is such a Marina thing to do, though.
Yeah.
All right, 3 stars. It was a mess, but had a fun time with the messy read. Okay, yeah, I get behind that sentiment.
Yeah, I get that.
Typical Karen McMahon. Who's Karen McMahon?
McManus.
Oh, I thought that Monica was calling one of the characters a Karen. I didn't know that she was.
No, we can
talking-
call them Karen now.
Yeah, no, but I agree that it feels like a really like YA type plot. Like if you change the setting, here's the thing: if you change the setting to like, let's say they get locked in the mall for on a weekend, it wouldn't
Yeah.
change the circumstances.
No, but then the thing with this is, I feel like I get why people give it like such high scores. It's like
Yeah.
if you just tweak it a bit, because Rachel Hawkins is a really good writer. In all honesty, I
Yeah.
made through this book a lot easier than I did the previous one.
Okay.
Like I DNF that at around 50%. This was at around 70%, and I still read like the last 3 chapters.
You know that it's a good book if she makes it through the entire book. She doesn't DNF.
I know.
That's how you know I love. They never.
Yeah,
love
yeah.
it. But then I'll mention something about this book. Why I'm so pissed off.
Yeah.
And why it's only a 3. Oh my
Oh.
god. No, because here's the thing. Lux had more chemistry with the girls than with the boys, and I'm so fucking disappointed that Ama like set up for like fucking Nico. Wait, that's my first swear. But like Nico out of nowhere, it was just to create drama. Like Ama showed like those inclinations to be a bit possessive. Like I get it that she was just trying to like because her boyfriend and like that, but she was so possessive of Brittany and Brittaria.
Brandy.
Brandy.
I have a comment on that also.
Yeah,
but
Nico
it was
and Ama were not like making eyes or whatever.
Yeah, no, and
yeah,
also
just
what I
suddenly
hated- what I hated after that was like when Lux got with like what's his name, Jake, and I'm like, what's the
Jake.
point? Yeah, like what the
Yeah.
hell was the point of this entire arc?
Jake was so boring,
Yeah.
Yeah.
knowing it was going to.
I actually agree with Monica saying the island could have been used to generate more tension. Well, actually, no, I don't agree. I half agree, but like part of my disagree goes with the fact that like I think that there was some tension given the fact that there were certain places in the island where they could get away with like hookups, like when Lux and Jake went at it, and when they found the skull, and when she found the abandoned building. Like those could have been used more to generate more tension. But I did like how, you know, she struck a balance between ominous and joyful happiness and bliss on the island. Maybe not perfect, but like it was there. I mean, to a certain extent,
It's
I would
there.
argue.
The
Yeah,
idea was there.
I felt nothing. Like, see, that's the thing. I felt nothing throughout the duration of the book. I literally just finished it because I had to.
That's
Needless
fair.
No
That's
shit, me
fair.
too.
Needless to say, I do agree with Monica because Um, the
It's
island
yeah.
is like a Venus flytrap, right? It looks so interesting on the outside, but on the inside could be pretty scary. So, like, I was looking forward to how it would be used. Kind of like I'm a big fan of Hill House from on Netflix, right? I'm a big fan of Hill House and how the house played a role in the overall circumstances around the characters. And I guess that was what I was looking for in the book.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Sorry, I went to the wrong tab. So Locke's Library. I got this one from Book of the Month. So Book of the Month is like this. Do you guys know what that is? It's like they
Yeah.
give you like a box of like
A
books with a
box.
sticker on it.
Yeah.
Book of the Month, knowing it was gonna fall flat. I haven't read it yet, but I read a bad review from some reason. I still picked. Oh, okay. Because like I think in Book of the Month you can like choose what you get per month. So this
Yeah.
so Locke is saying that despite the bad reviews, she had that in her box. Okay.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
Monica
you could still
fun
like
fact,
it. It depends. Yeah.
The Maid,
For me-
other Book of the Month January pick was way better. Okay, well, I'm sorry I didn't pick that, but I will promote that Savannah from Riveting Reads had picked that. She picked that for her live show, so yes.
Hi, Savannah.
I'll still read The Maid and see how it is. I'm excited to see if it is like really, really
Yes.
good.
Hi, Ashley. Hi.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hello.
So
Hi, Ashley.
honestly, wait, I was like a bit scared that this was going to be like a complete roasting, but the balance of good reviews and bad reviews seems pretty evened
Yeah.
out, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be honest. Like, this is not as bad as like Nevernight, which was a complete train wreck. Okay, so I still had a lot of fun reading about the drama. You know, I love it when people just turn on each other. I don't
Yeah.
like I can't help it, but people love drama, right? So I did find it kind of fun at points. I need depth in the
Yes.
characters to be able to connect.
I
Otherwise,
agree
yeah,
with Monica, and that's the number one reason why. Apparently, I'm the one who gave it the lowest score out of
a mixed
everyone.
bag
I could
of the
not stand
beach
it.
lost. Yeah, I think Amma
have
knew,
it.
and that's why she was. Yeah.
I think Amma knew, and that's why she. What did Amma know though? Like, what did she, what do you think Amma knew?
Maybe
I think she's
she's
talking about the
doing.
Eliza thing, the
Yeah.
Chloe Eliza thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is
Okay.
that why she was so pissed off, like in the beginning?
I actually like
It's like
the ending. Wait, sorry. Wait, let me backtrack a bit. So wait, I found that a bit confusing because wasn't Amma like on the Europe trip when Eliza / Chloe and
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the plot hole that we mentioned. That
yeah,
Yeah.
like didn't she physically know what Chloe looked like? Like, why would she keep that a secret? You know?
yeah, they also knew that Chloe was pickpocketing tourists, so like they would have known. But that's the plot hole that Amma maybe pretended she didn't know.
Yeah.
If she legitimately didn't know, then like how? But um, but maybe that's what they're implying, that maybe she knew that that was actually Chloe. Spoiler for everyone. One of the characters was revealed to be Chloe, someone they knew, and that it turned out to be a whole murder plot for men, right? And the um and maybe maybe Amma was like, being a difficult person. Joke.
Yes.
Being a difficult person because she knew that maybe something was up. Maybe I wouldn't be able to.
Wait, I have a question. If anybody on the chat is a YouTuber, how do you monetize live streams? Because I forgot to do that and I don't know how. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, well.
Okay, so if anybody in the chat has a YouTube channel or can Google that for me, I will be very happy. Okay, so Paulina says, I actually like the ending because here are two girls killing everyone, setting up a plan,
Yeah.
and giving it to Lux on a platter. It was Lux's moment to choose herself, and she went from. I completely agree. I do like that Lux went full on, like, fuck
I
you.
agree.
I'm gonna, like, because just
Yeah.
it's like you're a bunch of people who are gonna run a race, and someone decides to take steroids without knowing, and Lux was that competitor who was like, fuck you, I'm gonna take the steroids and be better than all of you. So, and that ties into
I mean,
the
if
next
you're looking
comment.
for that, just read They Never Learn. It was done so much better.
Right? No, but then
Yeah.
Paulina explains it better than the book actually did. It was so out
Yeah.
of left field. that I
Yeah.
didn't understand where it came from.
Well, I mean, I like this comment about like perfect soapy ending to a clusterfuck book because like the inevitable conclusion to putting sketchy hot people on an island is death, right?
Yeah, no, but
Like,
they could have
Right?
acted up. There could have been an
Yeah.
evil twin brother. We could have gotten that, and we didn't. It was
They
just
could have built it. They could have built it up better. It was like okay, I need to end this book. Therefore, I'll just kill everyone.
Monica, I agree.
oh my gosh, true. No, but I actually just thought about something. You guys remember the failed festival, fire festival? If
Yeah.
they set it there, I feel like it could have been a shit show. Where
oh my gosh,
authors.
this could have been like a revisionist fire festival thing where the
Yes.
people starts.
Fire.
Oh my god, can you imagine? I'm actually like considering that now. Can you imagine if they wrote like a fire festival book which ended in like a Lord of the Flies level,
Right?
people
No,
going into
That
tribes?
would have been
right?
fun. That would have been such a fun read.
Yeah, honestly, I was about to say that, like, yes, the ending, I think, if you separate it completely from the book, it is a great twist. Yeah, it's creative. But then I think that, like, what happened was they thought of the twist and then tried to make the story, like, around that. But
Yeah, it
then,
was just like added at the end. Like, oh, this seems like a good ending. Let's just insert it here.
yeah, so if there was a better build up, like, yes, make Lord of the Flies, but make it intentional. So make intentional Lord of the Flies. That would have been amazing. And then now that you mentioned the Fire Festival, that's like, oh, even more amazing.
right? No, give it context. Give it like the whole shebang.
Yeah.
You expect make it trashy. If you're going to make something trashy, make it like fun trashy.
Like follow
Oh,
through with the like you need
Yes.
to like this author was setting up trashiness, but she didn't fully commit to the absurdity of the premise. Like it was too safe. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna lower my score to 3 stars because this book was too safe. Like it could have gone
Like,
it could have gone so much further in terms of cannibalism, in terms of orgy, in terms of more like why stop at weed? Why couldn't they have just
Depravity.
done
Yes.
why couldn't they have done DMT or fucking ayahuasca, right? I don't know if I can say that here, but like fucking pills, man.
yeah,
There
Drugs,
was a
man.
movie
Why
that-
stop at weed, right?
Yeah, there was a movie I watched also. I think that was also part of like what I was thinking of when I was reading the book. I can't remember. It's the one with Daniel Radcliffe and like this other actor. I forget his name. That basically Daniel Radcliffe was like.
Oh,
a
is this
corporate
the
who
Swiss
was-
Army Man?
Yes.
Ah!
I needed it to be like if you want that, it's no longer a mistake. Like if you want trashy, it's no longer a mistake. It's a choice. So like that would have been great.
You know, we're
Honestly,
writing
like,
down.
you should have just gone with the whole like cannibalism thing. Like
Yes.
the whole thing would have been so much better. Like
Yeah.
not even change the whole premise, just add that part and like transition it better. Problem solved. But no, he did not.
I'm not gonna get paid for this live show. Dude, I don't know how to monetize a live show. Like literally, I'm like on the YouTube Studio page, and it says, "Do I have to monetize it here? Is that how that goes?"
I don't know.
You guys,
We can Google it later.
Yeah, you can look for it.
Good.
while we're-
Anyway, so we are gonna move on to question number 2. Wait, let me just you guys, I'm just gonna rapid fire some of these, and then we'll move on to the next segment. The next segments,
I agree.
like I think the bulk of the discussion is already like the most productive part of the discussion is over. Now we're gonna get to some questions, the intellectual questions. But let me just go through these really quick, okay? So Ava, it could have been more fun. The pacing was weird. I felt like I spent most of the book on the island with people I hate. True.
agree.
Book would have probably pleased people who like the guest list, which I did not like. The guest list was the first book I reviewed on this channel. That's an early video of mine that has like 5,000 views. I can't even. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read it though, but I watched your video.
Thank you. This was trash, but it was boring trash. You know what? I love talking about trash books. It makes me really wish that we had all buddy read Survive the Night, so we could have all
Yeah. Oh my god.
right. Like for the next book. Okay, people in the chat, can you recommend like a shit fucking book for us to like read and
No, but-
trash? Like, what?
Or you
What?
can recommend Or Valentine's is coming up. You can recommend a book for that, right? And then we can do
Yes.
live stream,
Recommend
Valentine's
porn. Recommend fucking
Recommend
porn. Yeah. Whoa.
Okay, in
Make
all
me
fairness,
horny. No.
oh
Okay,
wow,
go.
I would have
Wow.
recommended you, to be honest, because I enjoyed you.
Oh my gosh, I have that
Yes,
book.
I have that book. Yeah.
It's
I
so
have that book like right
trashy,
there.
right? And there was like the psycho thing.
Yeah.
She did
Okay,
play it safe though. I agree with Monica on that.
And the writing was bad too. My
Right,
My
right.
shoulders.
over my shoulder.
My
Yeah.
girlfriend kept reading over my shoulders and making fun of Lux. Lux
It's
is
true.
cringy
It was
hot.
so cringy.
Yeah.
No, but I do
Cannibalism.
think
Yes.
right.
Such a tease. I wanted my Lord of the Flies like fantasy.
Yes, yes.
But make
Okay,
it feminist.
Feminist, Lord of the Flies. Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
No, I think 3 is like an okay rating for me because I was gonna like lower it again for not being because like you guys, okay, a feminist Lord of the Flies, right?
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine
Yes.
if
Beauty
Ralph.
queens.
Imagine if Ralph and Piggy were women, and the other I forget. I think Jack was the bad guy. If he was like a guy, and Ralph
Yeah.
and Piggy were like the women who are gonna like obviously change the names, right? Were like Rachel instead of Ralph, right? And they were
Yeah.
like gonna team up. Anyway, it would be so fun to have like a feminist Lord of the Flies.
No,
Okay.
there is one. It's a YA book though. It's
What is that?
Beauty Queens by Liba Bray. I remember that because that's how they described it. I haven't read it yet though, so I have no idea if it's good.
Okay, wait. Okay, so Ashley put the flock. It is terrible and it's porn. You guys,
All right.
That sounds like fun.
someone
You
know
know
that
that
shit
the
down.
number-
Who has
Any-
like a ball? I have a ball pen. I'll know that shit.
I'll know.
Okay. Next question. Okay, question number 2. No. Question number 3. Wow. Wait, Monica put a bad word. Fuck. It's an alteration appears every 10 lines, and it's a
And it's all oh, I get it. Okay.
Right.
No, it's like they sleep with each other and it happens every other chapter or every
Yeah.
other.
Where is the orgy? We could
Yeah,
have gone
you're
on
gonna
a
sleep with each
wilder.
other
I'm gonna
that
wait.
much,
I'm actually gonna pin that comment because that's like my favorite. Monica, that's like my favorite comment. Oh my gosh, how do I pin this?
Yeah, and honestly, like
There, I start her
Ooh.
comment.
if
There.
you're gonna sleep with each other that much, you might as well do it all at the same time.
Right.
But also, that's also the thing. Like she just says that that Nico and Alma like slept together, but like there was no description of it, or like the thing in the forest. Like one logistics of that. What did they do? How did they do it?
Yeah.
Logistics.
Yeah, like how do you like? Shouldn't you describe how you can avoid getting sand and soil up your like freaking
I don't-
cooter,
Yeah.
right?
I
like,
highly
that's what
Never
Yeah.
come the horn.
Like that's
I
what Eva was saying. It was all tell no show.
You guys.
I've read
The
fanfic
energy-
that
Sorry, go ahead.
sorry.
Go,
No, I've read fanfics with like more explicit scenes, better
Me
out,
too.
like better characters, better
Yeah.
plots. That had, like, better-
Okay, wait. Speaking of fanfic, can I just tell you? I don't know how many of you have seen Euphoria, but there was a woman who. First of all, I finished that show the other day, and it was fucking amazing. I gave it a 10 out of 10. The first season, so good. I love Zendaya. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so there's a scene where one of the characters is a fanfic writer, and she wrote fanfic about One Direction. And there's an animated scene of Louis and Harry 69ing in that show. Just saying. Anyway,
Oh,
so
wait.
you guys,
Courage.
our discussion is so riveting that we have attracted a Russian bot. Welcome,
Oh, welcome, Russian bot. I love
welcome to the party.
How do you say hello?
How
Oh
do you
my
pronounce your name? And I think you might have linked us to a website, so do not. I'm actually gonna block you because you're sketchy as fuck. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
This is a better plot. This is a better plot than the book.
I blocked
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Russian
yeah,
bot. Okay. Thanks
yeah,
for
don't
watching,
link
but
that
stop
afterwards.
linking dubious stuff to the chat, please.
Yeah,
my God.
no.
4 friends on a live stream. Russian bot gives out instructions. We end up on an island. We kill each other.
Oh my gosh! Someone
Isn't
write that book like
isn't
right now.
that like some alliteration of Squid Game?
I have
Everything
it.
is an alliteration of something.
Or I would have loved that like if they ended up bringing all of these people there. I would have loved that like the women set up the guys to like starve and go nuts on the island.
Yes.
That would have been great because killing them was like so quick. But then if they really wanted like
Yeah,
revenge,
like,
yeah.
there was also that scene I remember. Like she
Yeah.
found this hut, and then she found it. What was that? What happened there? She found a hut, and then there was there like a body in it, and then it was just never
There's not.
explored.
No, I
It
think
was
she
just
found
like-
I think she found like an abandoned building because
Yeah,
that island was used during the war or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they
then,
want
like,
to build.
what was the
Yeah.
point of that part?
wait.
I there wasn't any. Anyway,
I think it
so
was just to
question-
add to the atmosphere.
Wait,
Yeah.
second question. What's her
No, we're on question number 3.
third?
Out of the cast, out of the whole cast, and everybody in the chat, I want to hear your answer and your justification. Who would you fuck? Who would you marry? Who would you kill?
No one.
I'd kill all of them. I'd just kill all of them.
Kill
I have an
all.
answer. I'm gonna go first to give you guys time to think. Okay, so my answer is Nico. Here's why. Let me just paint you a picture. Okay, let me just paint you a story. I would answer Nico for all 3 because he was super hot. So 1, fuck him, yes, and 2, he is super willing to give people the deed to his property. The fact that he put the yacht under the name of Lux without any explanation is why I would marry him, to get all his assets, and then I would take him to the island, fucking kill him, get that fuck you money, and travel the world by myself and not a cheating bastard.
I
That's my
agree.
answer to that.
His only asset
no.
was the boat, though, because like he wasn't
No,
in
he had
connection with his
asset.
family.
For sure, he had a
Girl.
trust fund.
For sure, he had a trust fund.
He's a
For sure,
trust
he
fund,
had
baby.
constant passive income from his rents, even though he refused to admit it. And the boat is like enough to the boat. Selling a yacht is enough to give you some fuck you money, right?
No, but also it's
Also,
really
yeah,
funny because like
moving.
even though he's like rich, he like right they needed the 50 grand to fix the boat.
Yeah.
So like
He has to call his parents before he can actually get the boat fixed. So literally, and Lux was the one working.
yeah, but I would agree with McKay that if I had to choose like a character to like F over, I would say it's Nico because yes, I could like he doesn't seem very bright. So I
Yeah.
feel like I would have been able to like and then also get his money, get him to sign everything into my name, and then pretend it's like an accident when he goes missing on an island. So
Okay, I might be one of the only ones here who actually isn't like super mad at Nico. In all
Okay.
fairness,
Oh.
he exhibited like those characteristics. He's a himbo through and through.
Himbo,
Well, he's
yeah.
not a himbo. Sorry, that's offensive to himbos. But then
Okay.
he's stupid. He's stupid. He doesn't think his consequences. He's like a frat boy. So basically, he doesn't think of the consequences that much. I don't think
Yes.
I would kill him.
Yeah.
But then I'm so mad. Can I just confirm? Because I stop at like around 70%. Is there like an implication wherein Brandy and
You guys, I
Aya.
figured out how to monetize the live show. Okay,
Oh,
so
congrats.
everybody on here, we're gonna go on for another hour. Just kidding. Okay, so apparently you can only monetize the live show on your computer. So
not
next
mobile.
time,
Yes.
next time when we discuss the porn book that Ashley recommended, or 365 days. I mean, we've
Better.
been talking about thrillers. Why not find something to spice up the life, right? Make things more exciting.
Yeah.
Let's go,
you
baby
know?
girl.
And-
Yes,
and-
yes.
No, but then no. What? Wait, no. Before I forget, does I forgot her name? Brandy. Oh no, Brittany. Brittany and Chloe.
Yeah.
Do they hook
Chloe.
up in any of like? No.
No.
There was no implication that they were gay for
No.
each other, or
No.
which
No.
like,
It would have been nice.
is such a shame.
Yeah, it would have been nice if,
Yeah.
there was that implication.
Lux had no. Here's the thing, because the boys were like so bland, that Lux had more chemistry with all 3 girls than any of the 2 boys.
Yeah.
That would have
true.
been. That is what. Whoa! That would have been like the perfect orgy, and then they decide to kill all the men. That would have
Right?
been.
They never learned.
They
That's
never
not-
learned.
No, because that's
Or
one thing they never learned.
The finale of the book could be an orgy. And before the orgy, they have like a secret history bacchanal and all drink, but all the drinks are poisoned. Oh my gosh, girl! They all
See?
die while fucking. That's so amazing. Right?
If you're going to make it trashy, amp it up. Make it
Okay, yeah, I am so confident in lowering my rating for this book because of all the things it could have been. Rachel Hawkins, take down notes. On your next book, full on
Rachel
ritualistic
Hawkins.
human sacrifice, please.
Yes, tag Rachel Hawkins in the comments.
Don't. Oh my gosh, she's gonna.
We're gonna get in trouble.
In all fairness,
Rachel.
Hawkins, right? Because
Rachel,
Rachel
girl.
Hawkins is a good writer. I
She's
feel like she is.
yes, she just has to play to her strengths. The way she described the setting and everything, the idea is there. The idea is there.
Plot twist: Rachel Hawkins was the Russian bot, and
Oh my god! Oh no!
Yes. Oh my gosh. Allegedly. Okay. Let's not get a defamation lawsuit. McKay's book club calls Rachel Hawkins a Russian bot.
Oh my god! Or I would have another answer aside from Nico to like your previous question. I don't know. Jake was doing like the drugs, right? So you could have also chosen him, turned him into to the authorities, write a book about it, and then get all the monies, right? No?
Yeah.
I picked Jake because he had freer access to his assets. Like if you marry him, because like with Nico, you're gonna have to fight his family for his trust fund, and they have like money for lawyers, right? And I'm not gonna spend the money I have on the money I got from the yacht to pay for the
On
lawyers
the
just to get this fund.
legal fees.
Yeah. But then this guy, he's already running shady deals. Like his money is in shady places. That's easier for you to access.
Yeah, and again, the reason
Wait,
for his mysterious disappearance is like easy to go on. Sorry.
Yeah.
But the thing with Lucha is like, although he has access to his assets, his assets are sketchy. They're drugs. Like that's like I wouldn't want to mess up with that. Like I would rather fight.
His cash.
Like I would rather fight harder. I would rather fight harder for clean money than get dirty money easier. That's my thought process. We're not even talking about the book anymore. We're talking about who we'd rather fuck for money.
No, but this
We are whores.
No, but it shows our personalities. Because I agree with you today. I'm like, if you're going to do something sketchy, might as well.
I'm confident enough that I will get
his money. This guy got his money from sketchy places. So like I'm gonna take it. Like
yeah, but like
people's lives, I'm going to take his money. I'm gonna access his bank account. I'm not gonna go through the hassle of getting this clean money.
Yeah, but as somebody who has read mafia shit, like if you kill one mafia guy, if you cut off one head of the Hydra, the whole rest of the Hydra comes after you. So if I eliminate Jake, who knows who of part of his gang is gonna come after me?
True.
If I eliminate
But already did eliminate Jake, so
you get your own gang.
Part of the mafia.
I'm not Lux. I'm not Lux. I'm not pulling the plot out at the last minute. I'm gonna methodically figure out who I'm going to bed and why I'm gonna do so. That's my thought. That's what I think.
You know the show Revenge, the one that
got canceled. I think.
Yeah, it got canceled, but it was one of those shows that I really liked because it had an anti-hero as the protagonist, or it had an anti-hero as a protagonist because she was getting revenge for the wrongful imprisonment and death of her father. And so the way she did it was not to actively like show them the plan, right? Or actively like show them this is the pill to kill you or whatever. She was slowly poisoning them. She was slowly like working the game. She was playing the game. She was like schmoozing the people she needed to schmooze and everything. So I guess that would be my strategy when it came to Nico. I'm going to schmooze his family until they just give me everything. I'm overconfident that way. Okay, sorry.
Off topic, but have you guys heard of reading sprints, and would you be interested in doing them? It's basically a live show where you don't need to read a book. You don't need to read a book beforehand, but we can just chat with people on the chat and read whatever we're reading, like on the spot. Would you want to do that, like next week, maybe in the next weekend, next weekend? Because like I feel like now that I can monetize live streams, I want to capitalize on that and be productive and talk to you. So okay.
Why are we the third reason?
I have a 2-month break.
All the reasons have like the same importance. Wait, Lucia, Lucia,
I
you're
have
in
a 2 month
school.
break. I have 2 month
wait,
break, so you have my time.
Okay.
I love
Nice.
it.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
need
I can see
Yeah, I need work like
we have
that.
a willing volunteer. We have Ava. We have 2 Avas. I love all the
Yeah.
Avas we have. It's
Hey,
so fun.
reading sprints with the whole chat, that would be so much fun.
I
Yeah, that
know.
would
Okay,
be,
like
yeah.
maybe I'll plan it for next week. Maybe like 30 minutes earlier so we can spend more time together. Okay, let's go through the chat. Nico is the correct answer, right? I win. Sorry, Luch. Marrying and killing Nico. You guys. I have thought through my sexual advances. Okay, so I wouldn't marry anyone. I'd
Yes.
Agree. Monica, agree.
Oh my god.
honestly, like I would love to have both Nico and Jake at the same time because like I feel like Robbie is like the only one that was described as ugly, but Jake did have some physical attributes. Like I
Yeah,
would take
that's
both.
another thing.
know?
Like, I don't know what the purpose of Robbie was. So
Yeah, that too. And he
yeah,
was lurking
just
in the
died.
forest for like the longest time. Like, you could have done
Yeah,
so
he
much
just
with the whole creepy vibes thing.
yeah, he just
Okay.
died, and like it would have been cool, like if they sorry, Mickey, what I'm saying.
Oh no. Go
It
first,
would
and
have
then
been
yeah.
it would have been cool if like Robbie's death, like so just to explain for everyone, if in case you didn't read the book. So Robbie's like that random dude that they meet on the island, and he's a jerk and he's weird and everything, but then like he goes missing for like a certain amount of time and then he winds up dead, and like no one explains how that happened, why that happened, or whatever. That could have been a great like um start to like the mysterious things that would have happened on the island, but again, it was just there, you know.
You know,
He was
wait,
I only
Okay,
understand
so-
now why he destroyed the radios.
right?
yeah,
No, but
What?
yeah.
He was just trying to piss them off because I feel like he was like
No, I get
hi
the
Jasmine.
radio.
I feel like he was trying to piss them off.
Jasmine.
Because,
No,
I
the
feel like-
radios, I get it. Sorry.
yeah. I feel like he was just trying to piss them off because like because Lux caught him on the boat and then she was angry. She was like, why are you lurking on this boat, bitch? And then I think she pointed a gun at him, so he wanted to get revenge. I feel like that's why he destroyed their
Wait, no,
stuff.
I think it's because like you know how they had this plan where like Chloe already knew that like what's his face Jake was going to contact a boat, and right they were planning to kind of get rid of Jake and Nico
Yeah.
beforehand. So like they were gonna make up some excuse, and then the people that like Jake called were gonna pick them up because like the radios were broken, right? I think that's how
Yeah.
it was supposed to go.
Yeah.
wait, I
Oh,
just
and-
thought of something though. Wait,
Go.
I just thought of something. I feel like this could have been better if what's her name? Lux. Lux was the one who killed Robbie because she had all the motivation. Like she was the one who was annoyed at him at first. I had the gut feeling, all that. If she was the one who had killed him, and that like started the whole shit show,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
it ended up with that like showdown. I feel like it would have made more sense.
Yeah.
And to McKay, so I've never back to Monica's question, who's a worse writer?
Oh wait,
Rachel?
yeah. Let's feature that
Karen
debate
Fisher,
because
yeah.
like they're currently like there's like a separate chat going on in the chat, which is so funny. Okay, Monica went. Who's a worse writer, Rachel Hawkins or Taryn Fisher?
Yeah, so personally, I've never read Taryn Fisher. So
Taryn Fisher
also-
wrote The Wives and The Wrong Family.
okay.
So
I know you hated The Wives because you messaged
no,
us.
I love The Wives.
I loved it. Okay.
The Wives would have been such a fun book to pick for this. Who's read that book? I am like really.
I haven't
to
read
read
it.
I have not.
I only know because of Cindy. Cindy, I
Oh,
think
wait,
read
so,
the book.
so you spoiled yourself for the ending, Ava.
Yeah, I mean, I
Like,
spoiled
okay,
it.
you know, I wouldn't pick The Wives because like I feel like everybody would get so angry at me. Like I like the book because it's bad, but like it's literally like a 300-page manifesto where the end resolution is bitches be crazy, which we love. I love crazy bitches though. I love Brian. Crazy.
We
It's
would
hard
have
to
been so
sense.
mad.
Yeah,
Wait, do you guys want to read it though?
Yeah.
I'm like,
dude. Okay,
super-
wait. Straight up, I read that book in 4 hours in one sitting. Like I could not put that book down because I had to know what happened.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Paulina. So Paulina is
Yeah,
down
you
for
should join us,
sprints.
Paulina.
Yeah.
Paulina's down for sprints. Ava's down for sprints. Other Ava is down for sprints. Okay, so Paulina thinks Taryn Fisher is worse,
Fisher.
and her explanation is only because out of the two books I know of, she uses. Okay, both books use harmful mental. Well, here's the thing. I mean, well, I'm not going to justify. Like, I fully acknowledge that it was really dumb what she did in The Wives, but it was. But that book was entertaining. For The Wrong Family, that book was literally just
Bad.
a bunch of shit happens, and she pulls something out at the end because nothing is happening, and it's like, what the fuck? Anyway, I did a spoiler review of The Wrong Family. If you guys want to know what happens, right?
Okay. Yeah, so that's a good point. I haven't read any from her, but it sounds like she's
She sounds like she's fire. Oh, thank God, I'm not the only one.
I really need to read The Wives then. I think Monica and I have the same taste in books, so
And
I think I should read The Wives.
we have two wives. We have two The Wives defenders on this chat.
Yeah,
so
maybe I should read it.
I'm kind of curious now too.
Hey, Ava Martinez, who said you were the other Ava? For all we know, she's.
I'm the other Ava.
Actually,
I'm the mistress. We can
Yes.
put three.
He's the imposter.
The imposter, the mistress. Okay, wait. Do I have any other questions? Would you? Okay, question number 5. Would you people in the chat? I think we all know Monica's answer. Would you have liked? Yes. Would you have liked this book more if they were all bisexual and one drink away from an orgy?
Yes.
Yeah, that would have made it so much more fun. Like,
I admit it would have bumped it up to a 3.5 if that was
At least a point. If there was an orgy, that would have been at least a 0.5
yes.
more, right? In the book's favor.
Yes. But would it be a book that I would like completely enjoy? Like, I guess not. I guess I'm like that. I really need to feel like yeah, like Monica, I need to feel connected to the characters, and I like to be immersed in this book. And I guess like in this book, I was so detached from the characters that it never did that for me. But then I would have bumped it up a 0.5 just for the pure fun of an orgy, maybe even a 0.8 if it was a whole like all women orgy.
Oh my God.
And like screw the men, make them do Lord of the Flies while the women are just like. Yeah.
So the
I think it would have been.
plot twist for Tina is that Lux invited them all, and the whole reveal at the end was that she was secretly planning a paganistic ritual to, I don't know,
That would
supernatural.
have made it a 3, like from a 1.5 to a 3 for me.
No, I remember suggesting something
Double
about it.
score.
Oh my
Go ahead,
god.
Sorry, Ava, go ahead.
No, because I remember I suggested something about it. The one wherein it's like a whole thing wherein there's a cannibal tribe or whatever. But then I feel like that's so overdone. I feel like if they could have just made it Love Island, but with murder.
Yeah, I feel like Cannibal Tribe.
I
I feel like Cannibal Tribes are like problematic, like movies like The Green Inferno and Cannibal Holocaust. Like when you have like a bunch of like, it's like the white people go to a local place and all the locals are like cannibals and backwards. It's like I feel like that's a bit like
it's a problematic.
Yeah.
No, but then what if the white people were the cannibals?
Oh my god!
I would have preferred it if like you see like this rich kid, like Nico, suddenly turn into some kind of like wild savage and lose all his poshness and start eating people. Like that would have been so much more interesting for me.
And then he starts hunting down everyone on the island.
Yeah. Like that's the slow descent into madness that I was really looking for. That whole like you snap and this whole other being comes out.
Or do you remember there's this Shailene film. I forget the name. I'm really bad with like the names of
Adrift.
Adrift, yeah. Adrift. The Shailene Woodley film, like I was also expecting something like that. Like would have been so nuts if like Lux was like on the island and then everything was just like in her head. Like,
Oh, wait, no, Adrift
shit.
was the.
That is so good though.
I don't know that
That was
movie,
been a
but
while,
Adrift
yeah.
was the one where she goes with Sam Claflin.
yeah,
on the
that's the
boat.
one. That's the one
Oh,
because
yeah, I just remembered the plot twist of that movie. That was sad. That movie
yeah,
was depressing.
sorry for everyone who has never watched that film, but I think that regardless of knowing it, like you would still enjoy it.
That movie was so sad.
Yeah, basically that movie is semi biographical, right? It that she was basically taking care of like her boyfriend while she was trying to sail them. It's the same premise that they were offered a bunch of money as a young couple to sail a boat to somewhere. And then but on their way there her boyfriend actually like died, but then like I think her grief, her trauma, and also um starvation would have like got to her, and then it was all in her head, and like I feel like that would have made for like a really cool book, like especially if the epilogue was like they find her days later and she's like talking about all these people that were never there. So
You know what? I feel like this pandemic has like ruined our mental health so bad that we literally read a YA book and the whole 20 minutes demanding cannibalism and orgies.
I think I think even without the pandemic, like us as people and our knowing our
Yes.
taste,
yeah,
we would search for that either way.
No, because here's
Favorite
the thing.
romance killing stalking joke.
No, but then they had tension already. They could have just went like a bit more.
Yeah.
They
It
already
didn't
had
even-
that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it
There is
doesn't
a
really-
vagina
it
on the
didn't push.
cover. There is a vagina on the cover, and there was no orgy. What the fuck?
what
There
if
wasn't
he,
even-
right?
We could have gotten like it all. We could have gotten They Never Learned on an Island. But
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, what a waste, because the title of the book is Reckless Girls, right? Like, hello.
I expected
think
more gay. Why
And
isn't
I
it?
expected more like girls, you know.
You see this?
Where-
What is that? Huh?
I know.
There's no
Oh my
orgy,
God.
but there's no orgy, but this is what you're gonna put on the cover, right?
Yeah.
What is that? That is a
Exactly.
busted
You know-
open snatch, right?
Just to add to the question a while ago, I might kill
I'm gonna get
Nico.
demon. Can you imagine if like there's like a bot and they think I'm literally showing like a close up of a vagina on the
Well,
screen?
right.
I'd be concerned if that was a vagina.
Demonetized.
No, but I
Okay.
feel like what do you call this? I might kill Nico just because he got in the way of an ama and
Lux.
Lux thing.
Oh.
I was thinking Alan and Brittany.
Right? And it's like
Yeah.
no one was gay all this time.
Yes.
Yeah,
As-
like there was no homoerotic
I was thinking-
experimentation. You know,
I was thinking, Lux and Eliza were like a thing.
Yeah.
See, the fact that
Ama
we
and
are
Brittany.
giving out different names. Just saying. It's already messy pansexual energy.
okay, messy sexual tension was what was
Mhm.
agree. They had killed Robbie High in a fever dream scene because no one was.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Monica, I think the comment before answers your question. Robbie is the
I
same
think
Robbie.
Robbie-
Oh my God. Oh Lord. No one of
Was
you have read that book, right?
No,
one
but
asked.
I remember you talking about it in
Oh,
our
boy.
group.
Yeah, there was a Robbie in Survive the Night. Oh my gosh. Okay, so everybody in the chat, if a book has a Robbie in it, steer clear. Red flag. That's the new rule. I just remembered, yeah, there was a. Oh, I'm not even going to get into that. That's going to open like a whole can of worms that I don't want to. But yeah, there was a Robbie in Survive the Night, and he did ruin things. Okay,
Yeah, it did not. It did
Yeah.
not make any sense.
It's like, God, if you're not gonna make it about women killing men, then like why was it called Reckless Girl?
It
yeah.
was just like I just felt like they were just so dumb.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, final question. Question number 6. Well, actually, I skipped question number 5.
Okay.
Okay, look. Question number 4 was what do you wish happened in the book that didn't happen? I didn't even need to ask that for that question to
Yeah.
be.
Gave it away.
We
Yeah,
fleshed that
yeah.
out pretty well.
I didn't even need to ask that for the answer to that to be, because like we've been going on about orgies and cannibalism for like 20 minutes now. So that question was answered.
Yeah.
Bisexual things answered. Fuck, marry, kill was answered. Okay, last question. Everybody in the chat, I am very curious about why you think that there was a visual motif. Last question is, and I actually wrote this down before the show, why do you think there is vaginal symbolism on the cover? What do you think this means?
I think it
I need
was
to know.
I think it's just because there's the word girls in it. I just think they just because there was girls
think
in the
it was a
title, and they
tease.
thought
I think it was teased because sex sells, but
yeah.
I think it was an artistic boo boo. I think they didn't think it would look like that. But
You know what I think? My suspicion is that this book is like classified as a thriller, right?
Yeah.
So like I think they intended to make that eye look like a puncture, like a stab.
Yeah, like
You
through
know,
through a
because
sail
one-
or something.
Yeah, because at one point in the book, someone brings out a machete, and I think
Yeah.
one of them, Nico gets like stabbed, like they drug him and then they take a machete to him. I think, but literally nobody thought puncture wound when I saw that. That was like a literal vagine.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
was like one of the top comments I saw on your post, and I was just like, it's true. And
Wait, I just have to. I want to like offer a counter. I feel like it was intentional
okay.
because I read. So like I mentioned, I read like the last 3 chapters, like
Yeah.
speed run.
Yeah.
Like only minutes before we started the live, I finished the 3 chapters and the epilogue, so I get what happened. I do think it's intentional that it looks like a vagina, but then I think the reason why was they wanted to market this as like a girl boss gatekeep, moment. They wanted it to, right? No, because they wanted. That's how it was written. It's the same lines they use for "They Never Learn."
But not
The only
used well.
problem was,
But
yes,
not
the
done well.
only, right?
Yeah, I agree. Like, just context for other people. Also, I was like reading. I've been on this feminist book run for a while now, and yeah, it's kind of weird that like it's not very empowering. I don't know. I didn't feel empowered reading this book, even if it was about women killing men for their stupid
Yeah.
mistakes.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't know. Maybe I think what you're saying is like she tacked on a woke message very late in the game when she could have incorporated that like early on. Is that what your point is?
Yeah, it was like an afterthought.
Yeah, I don't. Because I don't. I think that's likely what happened. Because obviously, I don't want to think that like she did it because that's what sells now. So hopefully that's the reason why.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like for example, in the end of the book when Eliza / Chloe and Brittany are explaining to Lux, "Oh, we killed your boyfriend because like he's dumb and he's an asshole to you, and we wanted to save you," things like that. Like I don't know, that didn't feel right. Even when Lux like killed them, like I don't know, was she hurt? Like when like it would have been, yeah, like what McKay said, it would have been better if like it was intentional. She lured them all to the island because she's like she doesn't care anymore. She's just gonna kill them all, right, and take their money.
Yeah.
That would have
Yeah, that's so true.
yeah, and like all the past chapters could have been like all the ways that they wronged her and all of these struggles that women go through day by day, because don't pretend this still doesn't happen, right? So yeah, anyway, sorry, McKay.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna. It's fine. I was just gonna get to the chat. Monica, have you read Docile? I have never heard of that book, but if it is smutty and you would like us to discuss it next time,
I'll read it. Yeah.
Always open to smutty books.
please. Like next month is Valentine's. Next month is Valentine's Day. So leave all your filthy, morally questionable stuff in the chat, and we will consider making that the next buddy read. Okay.
Yeah.
So because we're all single and we're all we're all single and we're all angry, and we would love to read about people getting fucked up. Okay,
Yep.
Reckless girls, no lesbians, bisexual.
Right? I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Even as a straight woman, I
Ava
feel
approves of Ava.
yeah, even as a straight woman, like I feel like that was such a waste, right?
Correct.
Call it reckless girls, and no girls are being reckless with each other. Like, hello.
Okay, wait, Monica, I'm interested. Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
Are we
okay.
gonna get some killing stalking up in here? Are we gonna get some
Oh my
painter?
god!
Are we gonna get some painter of the night up in here? Okay.
Put it
Girl.
on the list, Mickey.
Yes. Okay, I'm trying to appeal to the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense, yeah.
Monica, where do you
Oh my
live?
god, really?
Where do you live to think that a leaf looks like that? Okay, girl, what on earth? I love you, Monica, but that's your worst take yet, honestly.
I'm going to leave. I'm gonna leave this in a little free library. Oh, do you know what the little free libraries are? That's so interesting. I don't know if you guys know about this, but the little free libraries are like these little they almost look like bird
Like
houses.
fairy houses with books, right?
Yeah, and then you can visit the book, and the rule is that you have to bring a book to exchange in that library. But you get all the books for free. And then like that's
I've
really
never
cool.
seen one.
Yeah, you should
Whoa! Wait,
Ava
can I cut you off?
Martinez.
Can I just interrupt for a bit? Okay,
Sure.
so I saw Monica in the chat. She said docile is male, 50 Shades of Grey. I looked the book up, and the caption is I don't know if you can see this. The caption is there is no consent under capitalism. What the
I
fuck?
read
Oh, wild.
Yes! I'm
What the
sold.
fuck?
That tagline alone. Monica!
Let's read it.
Thank
I call
First
it
of all, oh my gosh, a social message and male BDSM, and like the reviews on Goodreads are really low, but like I
That
don't
seems
know.
like something we'd have fun with.
Goodreads could be wrong. Can we put that on our next like
Are you
Goodreads?
serious? I don't know. We'll see. I'll put up a poll. I'll put up the
Okay.
one of Ashley. I'll put up the one of Monica.
Yeah.
And okay, yeah, the first review I see is a 1-star review, and oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I mean, someone said the book was racist. Yeah, I don't
Well,
think I can.
we
I don't think we could do that unless we bash it. Like I wouldn't want to make people read a racist book. I don't know. We'll see.
Let's check it out and see. So
Yeah, I'll
we
look it up.
we can put up a poll. Okay.
Monica, no. I will put up a poll, and if a lot of people,
Yeah.
confirm what this reviewer said, then I'll probably have to forego it because I'm not comfortable making people read a racist book, and if the book is like pro-capitalism, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get flamed. Okay.
Yeah, no, and sometimes like us as a like just for everyone, I guess, like sometimes like mostly Mickey will pick the book, but sometimes like the rest of us will also give our suggestions. So like and then you put it up as a poll, right?
Well, I mean, you picked Marina, you picked on Honeymooners, but Local Woman Missing was picked by the poll. I didn't pick that book.
Yeah.
That book was picked by
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys.
The poll will pick the book.
So yeah, we'll just do polls. The ones in my neighborhood are mostly full of Bibles and children's books.
So I'm sure there's
So-
yeah.
So putting in this book with put in Den of Vipers to like switch up the life, spice up the life of these people.
Is that good? I've been seeing it. Like, is it fun?
Den of Vipers?
Yeah.
It's terrible. I DNF'd it after 50
okay,
pages.
never mind.
It's a smut, but it's 600 pages, and
Oh,
the
gosh.
writing is so the writing is like literal 12-year-old people writing
Oh,
mafia
no.
Wattpad. It's so
Good
the
thing I
sex
never
scenes are
tried.
yeah, okay, there's like a blowjob scene where a guy forces a dick in a woman's mouth and she bleeds. How? Like this person doesn't know how sex works. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's
it's not supposed
terrible.
to be like that unless that's what you're into. No
Unless it was like so thick and unless he's like a giant and it was so thick that her freaking tore. I don't know. I mean, like I was like after that
I would
scene, I
have
was like,
that looked at by a doctor. Joke. Okay.
yeah. Like anyway, even if it's not a book club, I'm tempted.
I'm tempted also. We'll let you know.
We should read the book J. Manual from Bitch, can I just say, Ava, I was literally rewatching America's Next Top Model yesterday because like that show is like not a model show, and Tyra Banks is literally Jigsaw. Like fucking
Yeah.
conveyor belt runway. That is not a thing. That is not a thing.
I was watching. I love Brad Mondo. I don't know why. I was like watching his reacting to the makeover episodes of America's Next Top Model, and I am convinced also like he has an opinion that there are some girls that get like really bad makeovers just to get them out of the competition, and I would have to agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if you've seen Cycle 23, but there was this one girl that had like super nice long blonde hair. And then in the makeover episode, they gave her a brown mullet. And I think her name was Ava also, just saying. I'm not
Oh
kidding.
my
I'm
god.
gonna look her up. America's Next
Yeah,
Top Mullet.
but
America's Next Top Mullet. No. America's Next Top Mullet.
I mean, wait, just saying, Tyra Banks also wrote a book called Modelland. Because I
Oh,
remember.
yeah. I heard it was not fun.
Her name is Ava. Her name is Ava.
so many Avas in the
Oh
no,
my
it
God.
that was a mistake. My God,
We are
she was
now-
better before.
I'm avenging her.
I watched that cycle. Like Carity and Melrose were the top two, and I cheered for Carity. And like the final episode was like them being like ghost brides. Like I'm such a America's Next Top Model fan. I'm sorry, I love that show.
I
But yeah,
love America's
did-
Next Top Model. I
did
think I watched that like religiously, like when I was.
Me too. Everything. Like even from the Janice Dickinson when she was still like the Simon Cowell of the show. Like everything. Girl.
Yes. Yeah, everything from I think up until cycle 20, and then I stopped for a while.
It
But
got
then-
bad when Rita Ora was
The host,
she
yeah.
She was fucking
Because-
terrible, man.
Because Tyra Banks was like there were so many cringy moments that like but that still like made the show.
Look at the
America's Next Top Model. Oh my god. Yeah.
What,
America's-
do you have like a favorite cycle, any of you? Or Ava in the chat, Marina, do you have a favorite cycle?
I like the cycle. I like that all-star cycle where Angelique and Lisa were in because it was so dramatic, but
She
also
got
because it was
disqualified at the end
yeah,
for
Angelique
being
got,
a prostitute, dude.
she got disqualified, and also I think there were rumors that she had leaked up the finale. I think. No,
Angelique.
she got disqualified for escorting, right?
Yeah, tangina. It's like, I mean, like, what the fuck? Like, really? I learned that word from them, by the way. It was like, why would you? I mean, like, it's not like she was escorting during the filming of the show, right? Like, what the fuck, right?
Yeah, I mean I get it, but also it's just like okay, but like yeah, I think that would have to be like my favorite seasons just because it was the most interesting and like
Oh my gosh.
because they're
Right.
all stars. Oh
This-
yeah.
this-
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Oh my
Robin was like that super religious woman, right? And then she was like mean to the lesbian lady with like the buzz cut, like
yeah.
so annoying.
Right. The
Yeah.
earlier seasons of America's Next Top Model, like probably cycle like 13 downwards, they were more savage with each other because like it's only later in the later
Wait. Okay, people are starting to leave the chat. Okay, I am so sorry. Okay, the book is over. All right. So
oh sorry.
the book is over. I'm gonna end the live show now. Thank you so much for we
Thank
got
you.
like so it was like from orgies to America's Next Top Model. Okay, everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being here. We'll try to have reading sprints at some point, either next week or next week, maybe on the weekend, maybe I don't know if you're free during the week. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll do.
Follow me on TikTok. I think I remember that. Okay, follow me on TikTok. I recently made a TikTok. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate how many of you there were. I think this was like the most people we've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like 15 to 18 people. Yeah.
I know.
Oh my
Okay, so thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. We will try to do reading sprints at some point. Truly from the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry we went like on a tangent near the end. But yeah, I really hope you had fun. Sorry if you're picking a shitty book. We will. It's fine. Okay. It's fine. We're fine. So
We're
yeah,
fine.
I will. So next month's book, and maybe subsequent months, I will put a poll on my Goodreads. Join our Discord. We have a Discord together, so we can all chat about the books like in real time over there. And yeah, see you for reading sprints. And okay, when's the next? Monica, the next book will be okay. I'll put up a poll once I get enough suggestions for February, and then 2 weeks after the announcement is normally when I host the show.
Yeah.
Paulina, the Discord is, if you go to my communities page and scroll to like the second post, the link is there. And if it's not, I will go to my communities tab, and it's there. Monica, I'll put a poll on both. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Maybe see you for reading sprints next month. Maybe see you for reading sprints next week. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna end the broadcast now. This was really fun.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys. It was so much fun.
Thank you so much
Thank you,
for 2022.
Yeah.